Hello, welcome to Accounting Hub. I'm Professor George Scarpin, PhD in Accounting. Our topic today is hypothesis testing, type 1 and type 2 errors. There is a topic that is not so much covered in our courses, but it is very important, tricky one for exam. So if you are a student, pay attention. And for researchers, that is very important because these errors can kill your research, can kill your analysis. So, what are we talking about? Okay, now it's better. Hypothesis testing can result in one of four different outcomes. H0 is true, and the test correctly fails to reject H0. That is what we want. Or H0 is false, and the test correctly rejects H0. That is also what we want, and that is the good one. So we are able to reject H0. However, H0 is true, and the test incorrectly rejects H0. For instance, H0, the defendant is innocent. H1 is guilty. So H0 is true, the defendant is innocent, but the test incorrectly rejects it. It's guilty. So we have an innocent one going to jail. The other hand, H0 is false, and the test incorrectly fails to reject H0. The defendant is guilty, but is not innocent, but we fail to reject it. So we consider them innocent and guilty guy going free on street. So call it type 2 error. Both errors are very bad and it goes wrong on your stats. That's why we have the confidence interval for that, and we do expect that we don't have this kind of errors. And it's very, very important if we go to healthcare, for instance, or all of the clinical tests that is quite bad, or the stock market where we use hypothesis tests to test market behavior and so on, and then we can have the type 1 and type 2 errors. So if you want to go graphically, the decision reject H0. If H0 is false, that is a correct decision. However, if we reject it, but the H0 is true, type 1 error. We are glad we were able to reject it. However, it is wrong. So it is type 1 error. And if we go to our textbooks and both are bad, or some author says that type 1 is worse than type 2 or vice versa, but they are all bad. Or do not reject H0, and the H0 is true, so it's correct decision. We don't reject it, so we don't accept hypothesis. Either we reject it or not, so we don't reject it, and the H0 is true. That is good. Or we don't reject it, but the H0 is false. So it is type 2 errors. So when we go to the tests, a lot of procedures for testing, we usually don't go back to the errors anymore, but we need to know that the errors exist. And then we need to take care about type 1 or type 2 errors. Okay, guys, so thank you so much. Questions or comments, leave them here or email me at jscarpin@gmail.com. Have a very nice day and God bless you.